Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back to the channel. I got a new pedal board. You can see it in the background. This has been like the best pedal board that I've built ever. I started playing guitar like 5 years ago, and I've always just kind of had like little cheapy Amazon pedals, and this is finally the pedal board where I'm like, okay, this is good. Like, I've got higher dollar stuff, and you know, you don't have to spend a lot of money to get a good sound, but I've been watching videos and listening to these pedals, and I've always wanted them, and so now that I finally have them, I feel good, and I want to make a video for you guys. So this is my 2025 pedal board. So here's a picture when I first ever got pedals, and this is what it looked like. I didn't even have a pedal board. It was like just a slab of wood. It's really cool to see that to now. I've really grown to know what I want and how to pick sounds out. And it's really cool to just to see where I came from, 5 years ago. So basically what the board consists of is, for my overdrive sections, it's the Morning Glory and then the Kilt V2. And I love the Morning Glory because it's my lower gain drive, and it just sounds really crisp, and I can even get it gnarly if I wanted to. And it's really just like, I don't consider it an always on pedal, but it is primarily on a lot of the time. But a lot of times I'll actually kick it off and let my amps do some of the work, because I have it kind of over the edge of breakup. And so that Morning Glory really just takes me to level 2 when I'm getting in and getting dirty. That Kilt V2 is great because if you've ever played it, it's just such a good circuit. The way it like breaks up is so different from any other pedal that I've played. I really love it. It's just great. It even has that switch to go fuzz, and I hardly ever use it in worship music. Sometimes it is fun to kick it on, play around with it. But overall, it is a great overdrive and almost distortion. It gets to that kind of hairiness if you crank up the gain. But it is my stage 2 drive. Stage 1, technically, really what is before all the drives, is my compressor, Tighty Whitey, and I love that thing. It's super simple. Just has 3 knobs, and I thought about going like Cali 76 or whatever, but like it's just too crazy for me. And the Tighty Whitey is great. It's just 3 knobs. You got a blend knob, so it's super huge to be able to blend the compression in and out. After that, it hits my physical effects loop, which is what I made for my volume pedal. So I have a Temple Audio Solo 18, and it really is just not big enough to fit everything. I kind of hated it, but anyway, I had to throw a pedal off the board, and I was like, it's going to be the volume pedal because it doesn't need power. It'll be super easy, and I don't always need it. And so basically what I did was I had this patch bay from Temple Audio, and 2 of them right here are my left-right outs for stereo, and the other 2 is my physical effects loop. What I'll do is I'll grab this little patch cable I made, plug it in, and then it creates that loop. So when I don't want my volume pedal, I can just play just normal. But if I want to, I unplug it and then plug my volume pedal in, and I have my volume pedal. And it's post drives because that's kind of the sound I prefer. Most people do in the worship setting anyway. But what's really cool is it's also just an effects loop. So if I want to audition a pedal, I can throw something in there. It's great, it's fun. After that, it goes into my Stomp, of course, just stereo left, right, out. And then I'm running the Bigsky and the Echosystem, the effects loop of the Stomp stereo, of course. Worship stuff, man. Everybody's got to be... worship stuff. Everything's got to be stereo. It's so good. It's so huge. Then I'm running dual amps. Right now in this patch, I'm running a matchless and a AC30, and it's great. Pan hard left and right. Then I'm using some IRs from Tone Junkie. It's great. I just got the Echosystem in Bigsky literally yesterday, and I plugged it in, got the board all wired up, and it just blows me away of what this thing can do. It's awesome. Let's get back into some sound samples of the Echosystem. And that Echosystem sounds great, especially with the Bigsky. You guys know, if you've watched any pedalboard videos, that the Bigsky is just notorious for being great in a worship setting. I'm not really going to do a solo section for that. But the Echosystem is sweet because it's kind of granular, so it has weird octave, reverse, kind of shifting things happening. It sounds awesome. And of course, it just does your normal delay stuff too, which I'm going to use it for. But I wanted to get the Timeline and the Bigsky just to have the two. They look the same, look good. Man, I just couldn't buy it because it only does one algorithm at a time. And I know that's kind of crazy. I'm like, oh, you need 2 algorithms, you're big shot, you know? Like, no, not really. It's so nice to be able to have like reverse delays and tape delays happening at the same time, especially with the granular settings on those where you can have like a normal delay and the kind of octave stuff happening. It's so good to be able to have both of those. And you can pan them hard left and right. You can do parallel, and then you could also just do series like normal. Overall, I'm so excited to have this board. I'm super excited to have this board. It's so inspiring to have just really good gear and not be the cheap guy anymore. It's just so nice to have the Bigsky and the Echosystem. Stomp is really good. It's so versatile. So I'm really excited to make really good music this year. And hopefully I'll be pumping out some more videos soon for you guys. But anyway, thank you guys for watching the video. See you guys later.